I'm Michael from Genfit Training Centre, boss man to you. I've had a lot of requests about how I make my pancakes. We decided to start cooking with Michael. Pancakes by Michael. I will go for a quick run through of what we do, the basics of it. Oops, I forgot my scales I've got to get, and then we'll get into it. So, super simple, my base is always the same. I like to use Coles oats, and then I love my Muscle Nation custard protein, casein protein. So, and then a little banana to go in there for it as well. So obviously to have everything suit my macros so I can have all the nice stuff on there, I weigh everything to suit. I'm not too crazy. After you do it once or twice, you get a bit of a feel for where everything is, but you know, easiest way to do it just to be sure. So we've got 98 grams right there of a banana. I just chop that up. First, get a pretty rawish banana so it's soft. Boom, crush it up. Now, it would be easier for a blender, but being at the gym and usually being in a rush, for me, flexible dieting, I got a base idea of what I like to eat, and I keep the raw products here rather than having blenders for Jess to clean all the time and all that kind of stuff. I try and keep it basic so I can just cook it nice and simple, and it's something you can do most places really, but at home, really, really simple. So crush up a bit of banana, boom. A little bit chunky still, that's all right. You want the consistency in the end so it's smooth but not runny. Myself, I use 1 serving, 40 grams of oats. Boom, put them in there. Scoop of my Muscle Nation, this stuff is the bomb. Just gives it an awesome consistency as well. So chuck that in there, give it a quick stir. It's nice and dry now. My water, just pour a little bit in, about 100 mils maybe with everything that's in there to soak it up. Obviously, if you're at home and you've got a blender and blah, 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 and you want to make them really smooth and simple and lots of noise, but easiest way to do it if it's early in the house in the morning is like this because there's minimal noise. So again, I'm at the gym, so I don't have a major kitchen well, yet. One day we'll get there, but we've got what we've got in our little kitchenette. I want that consistency so it's smooth, soft, it moves a little bit. Jamie Oliver, eat your heart out. Just kidding. Yeah, you want it so it doesn't stick to the bowl, moves around there, but it's not runny like water. If you find you pour a bit too much water in there and you need to thicken it up a little bit more, chuck a little bit more casein custard in there, mix it in, it'll thicken up a bit more for you as well. That looks like a good consistency. Okay, hot plate, we've got to plug in. So, I really don't have a kitchen. I've got a Breville. Yes, a sandwich press. These things are freaking awesome. You can cook anything on. I cook pancakes at home. I found I use this over the pancake, the stove at home and the oven or the flat top with a pan on it because it just cooks at the perfect temperature. So once it starts heating up, this thing cooks through beautifully. You don't have to play with the temperature, try and move it up or down. You can just pretty much put this on there, let one side cook through. If you're good at flipping or you make little ones, you just flip them right over. If you're making a big one, you cook it through and then pat the top of it a little bit once so it doesn't obviously explode when you put it down, and then once it's a bit firmer, then you can just leave it on there and it'll cook from both sides through. So I'm gonna try and make a little bit of a pancake stack rather than one big one. This afternoon. So this is literally a base of oats, banana. So they're slowly cooking through. Now, I lost my bowl, so I'm just gonna use this thing quickly. It'll do the job. I left my other bowl in there, but that's all right. Everyone chucks up their face a little bit when I say this, but light, smooth ricotta, this stuff is awesome. I should have really put that in there. Excuse me. So they're just starting to cook through one side. A little bit of a pat down. Okay, now my filling. Light ricotta. Ooh, we'll go 50 grams of that. Tastes like crap by its own, I'll be honest. Scoop. So we got 10 grams there, 15, so total 35 grams of protein. Muscle Nation, it's like 20 grams in total for a serve, so that's pretty good. Just a tiny bit of water in there. And now, this, you just mix, and you'll see first it'll go chunky, super thick. That'll just taste like cookies and cream now. You can have a bit thinner as like a mousse, or you can put a heap of water in there and then mix it with, put cereal or something in there and have like a thicker sort of base. That'll be perfect. Just gonna check the pancakes. They're starting to cook through. Never was good as a pancake flipper, that was the only problem. I'm gonna give them another couple of minutes. I'm happy with that consistency now. That's what you don't want to do. Now, let them cook through for a second. That's ready. That's nice. So now we're gonna go one off. Gonna make a little layer there. Now, all I've really got to do is make my toppings. So there's my layers. Those two are cooking. I've got enough there to do my next layers. And then once you've got your base, it's always the same. So the calories are always the same. It's just making macros, carbs, fats, and proteins never really change depending on what your base is. For my pancakes, it's just adding in your different toppings depending on what you're craving or enjoying for the day. It's boiling hot, so I feel like something cold to go with the pancakes. So we're probably gonna add a little bit of berries in there, and then I'm gonna go a Muscle Nation white chocolate cherry protein bar cut up and sprinkled around it with some coconut clusters I'm feeling. So this is gonna take another couple minutes. It's starting to cook through. Okay, so while that's cooking, I'll start making this thing look pretty. Going to add in for me now, toppings. Oh no, that's right, you didn't break it, that's right. So we're gonna go rice cream. This stuff, Auntie Betty's from Coles, is awesome. If you are after a nice treat, not too many fats, good carbs, not a lot of proteins. Auntie Betty's vanilla, that's awesome. Now in saying this, guys, I am gonna do a weight session in about an hour. So this is a high carb meal that I will use for my weight session very shortly, about an hour after I eat it. Yeah, it's not just, I'm just not gonna eat all these really bad but good sugars and bits and pieces and then just sit on these ones. This is gonna be a pretty high carb meal, which I'll give them macros to later on. Once I put it in, we'll add them in. So I got 75 grams in total of blueberries. Really, I can put the whole punnet on there and eat that, no worries. Okay, toppings, as I said, we're gonna go a Muscle Nation protein bar chopped up on top of it. So I'll take that out now. Again, I have one of these a day, so I've got these in my macros, so I can just scan them in there later in MyFitnessPal. If you don't use MyFitnessPal, awesome little tool for tracking fats, carbs, and proteins in all your foods. Look at them inside these. Oh yeah. These bars are probably one of the best bars I've laid my hands on. Can only get them from Coles. Obviously got a good deal with Muscle Nation. Sponsor me. Just kidding. I've got my hands on, look at that. Golden brown, cooked till golden brown. Okay, we're almost done. And then my last of my toppings are gonna be a sugar-free maple syrup, Coles and Woolies, I believe, but this one is from Coles. And then a little bit of Nestle caramel sauce on top of it. That will be Don's pancake stack, made with love. Oh, that's hot. Got a little bit of that on top, squish her down. Last pancake off the stack. Put it on. A little bit more of that on top. But she's so big, she's gonna start sliding. And we're gonna sprinkle good protein sauce just around the outside of it. One on top there. So I'll put that on there, it'll come up as 0. Take it off. Spread it over. 13 grams. No calories, no nothing, 0, 0, 0. Tiny little bit of that on top for some sweetener. Boom. And that is that. Guys, Boss Man's pancake stack. Pancake are my favorite thing since comp. So good, but tastes so naughty at the same time, and has all that sweet stuff with it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, if you want me to make something, let me know. And subscribe. Thank you. Now I'm going to eat food. Pancakes precisely. Peace.